Hello, good evening, one and all. Welcome to episode 12 of Author Interaction. I am Chitvan Sharma, co founder of Russell of Book Club. I am student of Standard 10th at Ryan International School, Faridabad. Russell of Book Club is the brainchild of Rahul Suri, an 18-year-old student at Shiv Nadar School. His initiative has allowed for the integration of people from various walks of life who have one thing in common: their passion for reading. Books reach the mind and the heart, allow for empathy, and sensitivity allows for connection. In today's uncertainty, the narration of stories allows us to build resilience and feel less alone in the obstacles we face. I would like to welcome today's guest, Miss Anushree. So let me tell you about her. Miss Anushree, author of award-winning book Sunrise Beyond the Dead End, is a successful healer, actor. Her good life sessions on life-transforming habits are held in India and in abroad. She debuted as an author with her book Sunrise Beyond the Dead End, a motivational story revolving around Sharan, a highly relatable character from today's demanding times. This emotional story is weaved in a way which leaves readers introspecting their own life and learning some valuable lessons. She has acquired her degrees in fashion technology and retail management from NIFT and Symbiosis, respectively. Art and writing have always been her areas of interest. Miss Anushree has appeared in several print ads, TV commercials, and music albums. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Chitvan, and thank you, Rahul.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for taking time out to join us today. I'll now be starting off with a few questions if you are ready, ma'am.
Yes, I'm certainly ready. But before I start, I'll just like to congratulate you youngsters for the commendable thing that you people are doing. And because youngsters at this age, seeing them so motivated is a really, really good feeling. And
Thank you,
especially,
ma'am.
I would like to say that Rahul's indomitable spirit, it's like commendable because I just got to know him a few months back, and at that time he was thinking about writing a book. After that, he wrote a book. He started with a book club. So a person having a vision and then sticking to it, and that too at such tender and young age. So that's what I say. You people are the future of the country.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much. It means a lot. Ma'am, my first question is that when did you first realize that you want to be a writer and you have a solid interest in writing?
Okay, so this answer is not that straight away, Chitvan, because I was born in a family of writers. So it was in my blood. It just happened because even when I
Yes,
was a
ma'am. Yes,
child,
ma'am.
you know, when something is happening into your family, you just don't know when did you start picking it up. So I was writing
Yes,
when
ma'am.
I was a
Absolutely.
kid, and even as a kid, my articles were being published in children's magazine and newspapers. So I think I was always a writer, but yes, stepping in as an author, it came very late because actually I never thought I would get into writing professionally. It happened because as a healer, and this is what my book is all about. As a healer, I came across people who are so much in trouble, and I thought, see, everyone is trouble, and if I have some ideas, and because I as a person cannot reach everywhere, but words, we all believe, as you people are part of a book club, you know that words have got far broader reach. They can reach everyone. So that's when I thought that why not compile everything and write something that helps people, and that's how the book came. That's how I stepped into writing professionally. That's it.
Yes, ma'am. That means your upbringing was just like a writer itself because everyone in the family is a writer. So you have been in an atmosphere where around you are the writers and getting everything like being a writer. In the morning, you are listening to your parents about writing and at the night. So you are a successful writer. That's why. And ma'am, how did you felt?
Yes,
Ma'am, continue.
yeah, somewhat, because it might sound something funny, but yes, people who belong to writing families, and people not where they have where they are writers, but even in the families where there are too many readers in the family, they're always talking about the book, or they are talking about writing. I mean, sometimes discussions in my family used to be, oh my god, I'm feeling a writer's block, I'm not getting time to write. So I have grown up listening to these things. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, I get it. And ma'am, how did you felt when your very first book, Sunrise Beyond the Dead End, got a national award? And debuting with a national award winning book, how was your feeling at that time?
See, I was, I would say I was like a bit, I couldn't understand what was happening, because when I was writing, see, every time we make any creation, be it a painting or art or piece of music or a book, we put our best into it. We are connected to it. But how much other people would be connected to it, that's always a matter of question. So when because after the book came into the market, I was getting reviews from people who were very emotional. Some people said that it really helped them through the tough time, and some people even cried. So it was, I could have this feeling that yes, whatever I tried, I made an attempt of. It was by far successful, but when it was so much appreciated by people who are so respected, and people who are into the in this industries since so many years, then I was like, okay, this is something different. So yes, it was initially it was okay, I don't know what's happening, I can't understand, I'm a bit numb. But then after it sank in, it was like, yes, that's what I wanted to do. Maybe I have done something
Yes,
exactly
ma'am.
right. And Chitvan, that is it. What we all believe, what our parents teach, what our teachers teach, and what we believe in life, then when we create something from heart and with good intentions, it always reaps beautiful results. So that's what happened.
Yes, ma'am. What happened is that your book went into the souls of each and every person, and that's why they felt so much about your book.
Thank you. Yes, I think so.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. And ma'am, what would you say that which part of writing is your interesting writing notion or favorite writing notion?
See, favorite writing. Um I just write about what shall I say, motivation and inspiration, and because see, I'm here to write something purposeful. I'm not here to write something that is just for entertainment. Uh, that is my. Everyone has got their own purpose. Everyone has got their own focus. For me, it is as long as I would write, or as long as I would do anything, like even as being a healer or being a speaker, like you told about the good life sessions. So I believe that everything I do, it should help people somewhere. This is my ideology in life, this is my ideology in writing. And even if we go for the Sunrise Beyond the Day, and okay, well, I'm just sitting, for all those who have not seen this is the cover of it, and the book is as beautiful as the cover. So please, and it's very very thin. So but the lessons that it has got, they are very crisp and they are very very helpful. So this is not just something that I just thought and wrote. This is something that as a healer I absorbed from people, and I knew that this can be corrected in lives of people. So I just kept it as a story, because if I preach you, I give you a lecture, you'll just grab 20% of it because it's so boring, right? That's what
Yes,
happens.
ma'am.
But if I put something as a story, as a very interesting story, I engage you into it, then you would absorb. The chances are very high of absorbing much from it. And that is what the psychology even says. So for me, it is and it will always be inspiring people, telling them how to improve their life. Life is very beautiful. Please get out of your dark shells, experience it, every moment of it.
Yes, ma'am. Because this is the only biggest gift by nature or God that you have got, and you have to utilize that successfully.
Yes.
Ma'am, how many books have you written till now?
This is my first book right now. So, yes, and second book, I'm still working on it, but it's going to take some more time. Not because the story or plot is not ready, but as I said, I evolved with the book. Because I'm not just doing writing. If I'm giving something, if I'm telling you this thing is going to help you, I surely need to know that this thing is going to help you. So
Yes, ma'am.
so I'm just working on it, and the second book will be out there soon, maybe by the end of this year or by next year early.
Ma'am, I would be eagerly waiting for that.
And I would be eager to hear your review. How do you like it?
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, what's the reaction of the society on your book, The Sunrise Beyond the Dead End?
See, Chitvan, it was very, I won't say heartwarming. I would say it was moving. I was like, when people said that I'm not going to share the details because they are very personal, very personal for from people who contacted me and wrote. But
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
I'll just say that when people said that they cried reading the book, when they said that they could feel themselves, because there are 5 stories running parallelly, and there's one main story that is tying all of them. So, and all of them are about winning over your pain, about living life, and knowing that there is no end. There is always a sunrise, no matter how bad the night has been. So, there were people who said that they could relate to certain specific characters, and they felt that that part, that one story was theirs. There were some who said that they had met similar situations and the book really helped them. There are people who said that they have read it more than once, twice or twice. So I was like, okay, fine. The
Ma'am,
book,
it was unexpected, literally, I think so.
not exactly unexpected, but I was moved because this was my purpose when I was writing the book. See, when I do healing, I know how in what mess people are, and the person looks perfect on the face. You cannot tell he's moving, he's eating, he's smiling, he's laughing, but they are just rotting inside. And that's with 90% of people today. So I knew that there are people who they look perfect when you see them. But my purpose was to just provide them something that their soul needs. So, and the reaction was exactly like, my words were exactly like the healing that I provide. So I was very happy. Yeah, I've done something good. Purposely.
Yes, ma'am, I think so. When you got the comments from all these people, I think so you were literally satisfied at your place because you thought of that only.
Yes, not just satisfied. I was, for some, which they were so moving that I was crying listening to them.
And ma'am, how long does it take you to write a book? The
See
first
that
book you have written?
see that depends person to person. For me, it took almost 1.5 years to write this book, which is generally if people, it depends. If a writer is very much focused writing on some different topic and they have everything in mind, they can complete it in dedicatedly doing it. They can complete it in 6 months or 2 months. There are even people who complete the book in 2 months and get it published. But with me, the process, this is personally with me, so everyone who's listening to this can, your writing span can be different. Okay, it's not related, it's different for everyone. For me particularly, Sunrise Beyond the Dead End, it took almost 1.5 years because the story was ready, but for every character I have to spin it and weave it with so much intricacy, and I have to give every detail. And with here, I'm not just giving detail of the person. The book is more about emotions, and to get out the right emotions, out of you in just 140 pages. I have to put it so perfectly that every line has to be a gem. So yes, it took me a long time. Editing, re-editing, again reading, evolving with the book, making changes. Yes, it took a long time. It took 1.5 years.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
then anyone who wants to write, all of you, it takes different time. You can even complete a book in 6 months and get it out. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. That means I think you haven't written a book, you have written emotions.
Yes, I have.
And ma'am, what is your work schedule like when you are writing a book and you are acting at the same time?
My work schedule is like, oh, it's too much. Sometimes I wish there should be more than 24 hours in a day. because I wake up around 5:30 or 6 every day, and since morning, I only have like just 1 or 2 hours for myself, and that is early morning. After that, I'm like busy doing healings, and if there are my shoot schedules, then I plan for them. When I'm going for shoot, there is one good thing that you get a lot of time in the shoot. There is a lot of idle time, so you can do your rough work in that time. This is the positive part of it, that in every shoot there is a lot of idle time. So because the time the scene is changing, you have enough of time, because it takes another few hours. So you
Yes,
can do
ma'am.
all your rough work, but planning to fair it, that's not possible, because that peace of mind is not there. But yeah, all the rough things you can do, the character sketching, you can plan the scenes, everything that you can do. So yes, I do that. And as such, I make sure that I write at least something every day, even if it's not about the book, something related to, like I write articles, I write blogs. So I make sure that I write, and this is, I would tell everyone who wants to step into writing professionally, and even who wants to write just for hobby but is serious about it. Write every day. Like we say, read every day, even if it's a bit. Write every day, even if it's a bit, because that gives you the flow, and there are lesser chances of mental block, of a writer's block. So it will give you a flow, and the writing happens. Then it happens like in art. It happens by itself. You must have experienced it. If you are writing something and you're just writing, you think of something else and then you go with the flow. It
Yes, ma'am.
becomes
Yes, ma'am.
art. It just happens by itself. So that is it.
And ma'am, what is your? I just want to know what is your satisfactory level when you are healing someone and he's cured with this problem and he's out of his problem in his life. And what is your satisfactory level at that time?
Are you an animal lover? This is a personal question. Are you an animal lover?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Okay, so if you have, just imagine if you have a dog or a cat and he's hurt badly, I mean bleeding, and you just do something, give him some medicine or tie a bandage, how do you feel?
Ma'am, I just feel like that I have saved my life.
Exactly. It's Chitvan, it's exactly the same with the people. It's just that we can't see them bleeding. And it's with everyone. It's just the difference is that the animals, they are so honest. They cry. The animals, they are in pain. They sulk. You'll know. They bleed. We humans, we don't. We are such good actors. We act in front of our own souls. We don't want to face the reality. So many people, and they are just bleeding. We just can't see it. So yes, the satisfaction level is exactly the same. We don't feel that we've saved their life. We feel that we have saved our lives. We have something that all our life we read that we should do something for others, right? But what is doing something for others? It's not just about donations. It's not just about giving them lectures about goodness and okay, I tell you do
Absolutely,
this
ma'am.
and you'll be great. No, it's just even the next person to you. If you have talked kindly to that person, you have done your purpose. You've done your service to
Yes, ma'am.
humanity, because people are so alone, so lonely. That is it. We just don't see them bleeding. Everyone is bleeding.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's absolutely true. So, ma'am, we all know about your book, Sunrise Beyond the Dead End. But let me introduce the gist of that. among our audience. Is there any dead end on life's highway? A moment where everything seems to pause forever? A place where life turns into a suffocating black hole, making everything meaningless? Is there? Or is the dead end just an extremely real illusion? An illusion asking you to look close inside yourself and find the light that will lead you through. A tragic accident leaves Sharon on the crossroads of life, from where darkness is all he can see. Unsure of his direction, Sharon sets on an undecided, unknown journey, partly to heal his pain, partly to run away from it. It is on this journey that he encounters his Panch Mahabhuta, his five teachers, who change his life forever. Five ordinary people with extraordinary stories, set in the beautiful landscape of Himachal. Sunrise Beyond the Dead End is a story that will leave its readers introspecting their own lives and valuing its simple joys. So, ma'am, I would like to ask a few questions related to your book. Ma'am, can I go ahead?
Yes, please.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, my first question is that, ma'am, from where you got this idea of writing such a deep, meaning, non-fictional book, which moves everyone with heart, like melting everyone's heart?
I think I've already answered this somewhat. It was because in healing, in my profession of healing and coming in contact with people, I get to know how much people are, they're just smiling, they're not happy. So
Yes, ma'am.
I just thought, if I cannot reach everywhere, but words, they have got a broader reach. If they can reach people, and if someone reads something and they feel, I as a child, I as a youngster, we all read and we feel inspired. We can't see,
Yes, ma'am.
because what books have the effect on our lives. They change us as a person. They make us learn so much. When we read about Mahatma Gandhi, or when we read about Dr. Ambedkar or Nelson Mandela, we learn so much from them. When we read about Mother Teresa, we learn so much from her. So things inspire, things teach us. So that's what I thought, that let's create something that is not just entertaining, that is
Yes,
weaved
ma'am.
in such a way that helps people. It is, I would say, healing through words, inspiring through words. Please don't stop. Please don't give up. This is not the dead end. There won't ever be a dead end if you don't give up on your hopes, if you don't give up on your strength.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, you have told me that people are not happy, and I understand that. Ma'am, but it's a personal question. That is there any one of your life incidents which inspired you to write those five important lessons of life in this book? And ma'am, could you please tell us, tell our audience, what are those five important lessons of life?
See, as for my particular incident, no, there is none as such. And I would say that these are the blessings of God, that uh, I haven't yet encountered something so dreadful. Though pains are an inevitable part of a life from the very starting. Even as a child, we face certain traumas that we can't explain. Maybe now we are in, someone is in their 20s and 30s and 40s, then they will say, okay, what is this? This child has got no pain. This is something so ordinary. But at that time, as that child, what he's feeling. So at every stage we have pain, and it's the definition and the intensity changes. That's the only difference. So yes, I even, because I'm a human being, I have also encountered things which are
Yes, ma'am.
not so pleasant and pleasant. But as for the book, no, none of the incidents are taken from my life. But yes, as a writer, we always take our inspiration for something that's around. So yes, uh,
Absolutely, ma'am.
some of the characters, though they are not exact replica, but the characteristics, like there's a character Shamsher Singh, so he's like he's a Sadaji, so he's like the jolly mooded, very helpful person. So I've picked those characters from our real life. That's what all the writers do. We take our inspiration, we absorb, and then we put it into paper. So yes, and about the five characters, no, that would be a spoiler for the book, because the
Yes,
book
ma'am,
is all about.
absolutely. I understand
It's
that.
just it's just 140 pages, and the book is all about these five messages. And like I said, Chitvan, if I just tell them straight away, you'd say, okay, fine, you just absorb 20%. Even if I say 20%, that's a very high percentage. You will just
Yes,
absorb
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
5%.
Absolutely.
But when you are absorbed into it, when you are reading it, when you are a part of it, then you feel it. You feel your life changing. You absorb 80% or 70%, depending how much you are into it, how much you are feeling it. So, sorry, I won't be able to give those things, because that would not be
Yes, ma'am. I understand. I
correct.
absolutely understand that.
Yeah.
So, ma'am, now coming upon the characters itself, ma'am, from where did the character Sharan hit your mind?
Oh, Sharan is everywhere. Every person is Sharan in the metro city. These days, every person is Sharan. Who's not Sharan? People just want to run after money, success, fame, everything. It's very good. Do everything. Chase your dreams. Uh, you people are so young. I would tell you, yes, do chase your dreams. Find your fire and be focused. Do everything. But not at the cost of other things, not at the cost of simple joys of life. Because right now, this is what is happening. You can find Sharon everywhere. Just open the door. The person living next to you, maybe someone in your family, maybe one of your cousins, maybe your elder
Ma'am,
brother.
maybe we ourselves.
Everyone. Because people are, see, even at your age, uh, youth is a very beautiful part. Even in school, a person has to be involved. Apart from studies, a person has to be involved in other things also. And
Yes,
learning
ma'am.
should not be
Absolutely.
a burden. Learning should be enjoyable. It should not be just about chasing your targets. It should be about learning, so that we can apply it later in somewhere in life. It's not just about mugging up the books and just vomiting them out, but everything has become it's so strenuous. Everyone wants to be better than others. It's not about improving ourselves. It has become about being better. We rate our happiness not
Yes,
by
ma'am.
how happy we are, but we rate our happiness by uh, how far behind other people are. So that gives me happiness. And if there is no one in the run, then I won't be happy, even if I'm getting the best of all. And that's what's happening to people. They want to look happy on the social media, even if they are rotting inside. They want the best car, even if they're just driving alone. I would say, it would be far more happy taking blissful taking a walk with your family, with your parents, or even if you are sitting in an auto rickshaw with the people who love you. Even it would be far more beautiful than you are
Yes,
sitting
ma'am.
in a Mercedes all alone. You are going to your home, which is like a palace, and you are all alone. All that you can listen to is melancholy. All that you can listen to is silence. It's no point. But people don't realize it. This is what we don't realize, the simple joys of life. Because we are so busy chasing something we think is happiness.
Yes,
Something
ma'am.
we just think is happiness. That's it.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
that's who Sharan is. He's a topper, he's a go-getter, he's always been the best. Even if he gets 99.9, he will be sad, upset about it. Even if he gets the second best job in entire IIM, he'll be upset about it.
Why
This
not the
is
first? That's
Yes,
the point of him.
yes. This is Sharan, and Sharan is everyone. Sharan
Yes,
is
ma'am. Absolutely. And ma'am, you wrote such a spiritual things like those five lessons of life and all. My simple question stands here to be that what are your views about spirituality, like meditating, doing yoga, and all the Indian culture? Cause the Indian culture bound us all in these spiritual things.
yes. we rightly say that. Uh, see, I'll come to the Indian culture later. First, I'll just broadly
Yes,
explain
ma'am.
it.
Sure.
See, spirituality, people have defined it doing yoga, doing meditation. These are just the means to reach there.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
can just sit and do nothing, and if you are in peace, you are in bliss, you are happiest person, you are spiritual. If your mind is not being bugged by thoughts, abhi ye karna hai, abhi I have to complete that, abhi I have to rush there, I have to be better than this, what did that person say, if all these thoughts are not bugging you and you are at peace, you are just there, you can sleep with peace, you are, and you are connected. See, what all spirituality is about, spirituality is very simple. This entire universe in which there is something very small called earth, and very very tiny we are, we all are one, we all are unified. As long as you can feel the energy of wind, you can feel earth, you can feel everything, and you are in peace, you are connected with everything. See, when you say you love animals, when you see an animal, you don't see him as an animal, you see him as a living being. You
Yes,
feel
ma'am.
his pain,
Absolutely.
you feel his pain just like you would feel a pain of a friend. So when we are connected to everything, that's what being spiritual is. And yes, Indian culture, we, I would say that our ancestors were immensely knowledgeable. Meditation and yoga, they just, yoga is not just an exercise, and meditation is not just sitting and chanting om or just silencing your mind. It's all
Yes, ma'am.
about, this makes us more connected. All of this makes us more connected, we can feel more, we can absorb more, we are not bugged by the petty things. Like I said, ye karna hai, I have to do this, I have to be there, I have to, and it does not mean that when you are spiritual you won't be doing all these things. You'll be doing all these things, and you would be doing, if you are doing it with 50% efficiency today, once you are more connected to yourself, more connected to the universe, you will be able to do it with 90% efficiency. Why? Because earlier, when you were doing X job, your thoughts were always in Y, Z, A, B, C, so many
Yes, ma'am.
thoughts. So you are not completely focused. But when you're completely focused, something that used to take 20 minutes, now you're so efficient, it just takes 5 minutes. So you are able to do multiple things, and you are able to do all the best, everything so best. So this is what it is, and in spite of doing everything, you are at peace.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. And ma'am, at last, I would just like to say that I think God has given us the gift of life to just celebrate, to look around things and enjoy it instead of running behind money and all the fame, which today's generation is doing. It's my opinion. I don't know it's true or not, but it's for me, it's nice.
Yes, your opinion, you are quite much correct, and it's not just about today's generation, but yes, we are more driven by the, what we say, the outer glitter. We are more driven by the outer glitter rather than the real gold, and this is because we are not able to find our the gold within ourselves. That's why everything that glitters, we find it, oh wow, this is so shiny. There is no harm, Chitvan, like I said, in achieving your goals, going for them, something that gives you happiness, but nothing should be a burden, neither your
Yes,
studies,
ma'am.
nor your job, nor the targets you are chasing. Nothing should be a burden. There should be a feeling of happiness in everything that you are doing, because life is very small, very precious, and every day it's skipping out of our hands. Every moment it's skipping out of our hands. So make the best out of it. Live it, because tomorrow you will remember this day. So make the best out of it.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't
Absolutely.
just spend attention. That's it.
And ma'am, at last, I just say that the 140 pages doesn't count any in any book like this, which connects your soul to the book. 140 pages is just a number, but like people are not bored after reading such kind of books. And ma'am, it's really appreciated that you wrote such a nice book. I'm just no
Thank you.
one to appreciate. Still, it's really like a great honor for me to talk with you.
It's a great honor for me to talk to be a part of this thing and talk to both of you, because You people are special too. That's why I said you people are the future. You people can do what we have not been able to do. What our ancestors have been not able to do. What the previous generations have not been able to do.
Yes, ma'am.
You hold the
Absolutely.
key to it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am, for joining us. I think it was an amazing conversation, and hope you also liked it.
I enjoyed it. Thank you, Chitvan, and thank you, Rahul. Hope to see you people again. Take care. Stay blessed.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank
Please
you
subscribe
so
to our
much.
YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Thank you, Rahul. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello. Bye.